Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Lydia. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's really great to have all of you here. Today, I'm going to show you how I create a scallop border for your digital scrapbook. Let's get started. First, create a 12 by 12 document. Press letter D to reset the foreground background color chips. And then, in a toolbar, get the brush tool. Or you can press letter B to get the brush tool. In the tool options, click on the brush preset picker menu and choose hard round brush. Set the size to your preference. For this example, I'm using 130 pixels with 100% hardness. And then set the mode to normal and the opacity to 100% and flow to 100%, smoothing to 0% and angle to 0 degree. Next, open the brush setting panel. If you don't see it, go to the menu bar and click on Window, Brush Settings. In this panel, adjust the brush spacing. Here, I'm spacing it to 90%, but feel free to play around to find what works for your layout. In the Layers panel, click the Create a New Layer icon. Double-click on Layer 1 and rename it to Scallop. Press Enter, Mac Return key to commit the change. Now, on the document, hold Shift while clicking and dragging your mouse or pen tablet. This will create a straight line. Start your line where you want your scallop border to begin and drag it all the way across. Now we need to trim the top of the border. So select the rectangle marquee tool. In the tool options, click New Selection. Set the feather to 0 pixel and style to normal. And then click and drag to create a rectangle that covers in between of the ridges over here. A little tip here, press and hold the space bar while dragging to reposition your selection. Once you're happy with the selection, press Backspace Mac Delete to erase the top part of the scallop. And that's it. We've made our scallop border. Before deselecting, go to the toolbar and click the foreground color chip to bring up the color picker. Choose any color you like. I'm picking a soft gray color over here, so I'll just use this one and then I'll click OK. Now, back in the Layers panel, click Create a New Layer icon. Double-click on this Layer 1 and I will rename it to Rectangle. Press Enter, Mac Return key to commit the change. Press Alt Backspace, Mac Option Delete to fill the selection with your chosen color. Then press Ctrl D, Mac Command D to deselect. Now we're going to use the marquee tool again to draw a rectangle around your design. So here, I'm going to click and drag a rectangle, and then in the menu bar, go to Image, Crop. Press Ctrl D, Mac Command D to remove the selection outline. Now you can save your file as a PSD or TIFF to preserve the layers. I have opened 2 pattern papers to use on the scallop border. Get the Move tool. In the Layers panel, click on the scallop layer. And then go to the pattern paper you want to use and drag it into your document. Back in the Layers panel, hold Alt Mac Option key and hover your cursor between the new layer and on the scallop layer. When you see a bent arrow icon, click once to create a clipping mask. Now you don't need to go through all the way to the menu bar to create a clipping mask. Do you want a smaller dots for the paper? Press Ctrl T, Mac Command T to get the transform options. In the tool options, set the width to 50%. And this will also change the height to 50%. And then reposition the paper as needed. I will put it like this and click the check mark to apply the change. To duplicate the pattern paper, hold Alt Mac Option until you see a black and white cursor with a triangle. Now click and drag the paper to the other side of the border. And then release. Now let me adjust this paper a little bit right here. Okay. Then, in the Layers panel, select the duplicate layer and press Ctrl E, Mac Command E to merge the layers together. For the rectangle layer, you can do the same. Clip a pattern paper to it just like you did with the scallop border. Or if you don't want to use it, simply go to the Layers panel and click the visibility icon to hide it. That way, you are left with just the scallop border. Once you are happy with how it looks, go ahead and merge all the layers. So I'm going to merge all these layers together and then add a drop shadow for extra dimension. And here is how I used the scallop border in a layout. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Just a heads up, next week's video might be delayed because we are in the middle of moving. We are relocating from our current apartment to a new one in Rhode Island. It is all part of our little nomadic adventure. We try to live in a new place every year as a slow travel lifestyle. It is so exciting. Anyway, if you found this tutorial helpful, please consider leaving a comment, giving a like, or subscribing to my channel. It really helps this channel grow and helps more people find this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, keep on scrapping.